I mean, um, we had specific ideas about some of the plays they were going to run. They ran some new ones, but I have a specific job I need to do, and it doesn't matter who I line up against. I got to do the job that I was told to do, and some of the plays, obviously, they're on the goal line. I feel like I didn't perform the way that I should have. It doesn't matter if it's a 330-pound offensive guard or the tackle or the center or whoever. I just got to perform and do, what I'm asked to do as a football player. So.
Coach Harbaugh talked about fits. What were some of the things that went wrong in the running game?
It's difficult to say in terms of the other players. I've mainly only evaluated myself. I know what I need to improve on and, the fits that I need to work on. And, obviously everyone's going to have something that they need to work on from this game. And, I know what I need to improve on going forward. So.
What's the tenor of the locker room right now?
It's a loss. We obviously, it's not going to be the same thing as after a win. We know what we need to work on. Last year we lost our first game. We went on a 10-game win streak. One loss doesn't define us. Going forward, we just need to improve on, what we saw in the game. And, we can be better for it. That's the most important thing to take away from it.
How difficult is it to kind of regroup in the middle, or I guess this is pretty early in the season, but is that a challenge at all to say, like, all right, here's what we have to fix, and being able to do all of that right here in the game?
No, I don't think that's difficult. Our goal from the beginning of the season and now is to be the best team that we can be. Our goals haven't changed from the first game to now. And, all the players want the same thing, and that's to be the best that we can be as a team. And to do that, we're going to need to come together, we're going to need to believe in each other, and we're going to need to understand that we need to get as good as we can individually and as a team to move forward and succeed.
How do you block the outside noise or critics, about the program where it is right now?
It's not very hard. I imagine a lot of people don't have a lot of very good things to say about us right now, but that's not what's important, because going forward, if we do what we know that we can do, if we improve on what we can, we can be very successful, and that's all we really need to focus on.
Do you block it out? Take social media stuff off your phone or ignore it? Or
I go on social media. It's not really a big deal to me. I've had brothers that have dealt with the same thing, and it's just not a big deal. I really only care about what my teammates and what my coaches have to say, and then other than that, just my family.
What's the confidence level like in the locker room that you can come back from something like this? Like you said, last year you lost the first game, but then went on a 10-game win streak.
Yeah, we know what we can do. We have really extraordinary players on our team that can make a lot of plays. We've seen it in the past, and we'll see it going forward. And we know that we have the ability to be successful as a team and as individuals, and I think that we're going to do that.
Jordan, you've been here since the beginning of the Harbaugh era. Did this loss feel any different from any other ones in previous years?
There've been a lot of tough losses since I've been here, and I don't think that we've let any of those losses really define us. Michigan State the first year I was here was a very difficult loss, and I feel like as Coach Harbaugh is our coach and as our leader, we've been able to rebound very well from losses, whether we lose, whatever we lose from or whatever reason. I feel that, we can go on to be a successful team and we can improve going forward. So.
Some of your teammates said after the game that you came out flat, that the team just didn't have that energy level, and coming off a bye, how do you explain that?
I feel that we've prepared how we would any other week. Sometimes you prepare as hard as you can and you go out with as much energy as you can give, and it just doesn't go your way. And, sometimes that's the day, sometimes, there are other variables, but, that's just how it was. That's just how it was that day, I think. So.
What are you going to do against teams that decide that what Wisconsin did is a template for how to attack this defense to muscle you guys on the ground?
We're going to fix the issues that we saw in the Wisconsin game. I have no doubt about that. We have a great coaching staff. we're gonna close up the holes that Wisconsin was able to create on us, and we're gonna fix it. So if another team wants to do it, they're not gonna have the same success that Wisconsin had, because we're gonna fix the problems that we saw last Saturday.
What were some of those problems? What were some of those problems specifically?
I mean, like I said, I could really only speak individually. I wasn't really looking at the team as a whole. I can't really speak to what the defensive line or what the safeties. I just know what I need to improve on. So, that's all I could really
Jordan,
speak to.
do you think you guys were out schemed or out hustled, or what good defense?
I mean, our defensive staff, and I could really only speak for the defense, we come up with a game plan. As long as we fit right, as long as we do everything we know that we can do, we should be successful. So I could really only speak to, how the players played, how I played. And, I mean, you could go back to every single play that they ran, and in the defense that we had, we should have been able to stop them if everyone did the right thing. That's all I really got to say.
What's been Don's message to you guys?
I mean, we just got to improve. We just got to come together. After every loss, you got to fix the problems that were present, and you can learn a lot more in a loss than you could in a win. So.